Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my very late monthly update for the Panners Pan. This should have gone up sometime in the last week of August, but here we are going on the second week of September and I'm just getting around to filming it. I don't know what's going on with my life. I am on the struggle bus, if you were wondering. I am riding on the struggle bus. Anyways, this project, the Panners Pan, was created by Elizabeth, who is Shiny Happy Pans over on Instagram. She created this project for project panners to shout out other project panners. She wants to collect them all. And so the idea is that we are supposed to link a product to a project panner. It was originally designed to be 10 products at a time and it was rolling and it was indefinite. That was Liz's plan. And because I'm such a slow project panner, I decided to make it a progressive where every month, regardless of whether I meet my goal on a product or not, I am rolling in another product for another project panner, which has been interesting. I have been doing a pretty good job of holding things down. I've been pretty lucky with meeting my goal on one item every month, so my number never really goes down, but it never really goes up either. Unfortunately, that is not the case today. So we are going up a product. We will be up to 23 products, eek. And I'm a little frustrated. I am a little frustrated because I tried really hard. Sometimes I don't try really hard and then I'm like, what are you gonna do? I didn't really work on any of these products, but I really tried hard with this product and I still wasn't able to do it, which is super frustrating. I do also choose 3 focus products every month because with 23 products in this project, it is unlikely for me to use all of these products hardcore day in and day out. So I pick 3 to try and focus in on. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So let's start with those 3 first. One I didn't focus in on was my blue eyeliner from Jante Blue and Electric Blue. I have this in this project for Alexi. And all 3 of these products were like the last hurrah of summer products. Like they remind me of summer and I wanted to just give myself the month of August to enjoy them and get the most out of them. And that did not happen with this, unfortunately. I might have used it once, but it's at the same place it was on my paper last month. So no progress to speak of there. And I do think, at least for the next couple months, I'm not going to be reaching for this very much. This is a very bright color. I could see myself wearing it in the winter, spring, summer, but not so much the fall. So we'll see. I mean, sometimes I follow rules about colors, sometimes I don't, but I wish I could have gotten a few more uses in on that, but it didn't happen. The next product was this highlighter from Wet n Wild and Don't Flutter Yourself. I like this in the summer because I think it looks a little bit better on me when I have a little bit of a tan, but I think I could pull it off year round. My goal for this product is to wear away the hummingbird, and the times that I did use it over the month, I felt... There's a little kid knocking at the door, hold on. I felt like that corner needed a lot of wearing down, and so that's kind of where I focused my brush. When I look at it from head on, I mean, I could still see the hummingbird there, but it's not as obvious as to like when I turn it to the side. I can really see where it's still sticking out. So that's kind of where I'm focusing my brush to wear away our little hummingbird. It's getting there, but it's gonna remain in the project for another month. I don't feel like it's worn away yet. And the frustrating product. Oh, by the way, this highlighter is in this project for Rania. She gifted me this. Rania is a very good project panner, and I love her blonder hair right now. If you haven't seen her blonder hair, it's like a light brown, dark blonde. It's gorgeous on her. But that was in this project for Rania. Okay, let's get to my heartache. The Just Peachy Mattes palette, which is in this project for Elizabeth with an S. I am trying to hit pan on the coral shade right here. And I basically have used this shadow every day for the last 30 days. And I still wasn't able to hit pan on it. I'm wearing it again today. I very rarely get frustrated by project panning because I'm just kind of like, it'll happen when it happens. I mean, I just have a very like blasé attitude about it, but I do feel like there's a clock on that shadow. I don't feel like, even this past week, I've been eyeing this shade up here a lot more than this shade, thinking I wish I could just put this shade on instead of this shade. Like, this is such a bold shadow and I'm kind of burnt out on it. I've been working so hard on it And I really, really, really wish I could have hit pan on it, but I don't know if you could really see how huge that dip is, but I knew that this palette would be a challenge when I put it in this project. I know how Too Faced shadows are. Have I ever hit pan on a Too Faced shadow? I don't think so. I think this is the first Too Faced shadow I've ever worked on to hit pan, because I stay away from them on purpose, knowing how hard it is to hit pan on Too Faced shadows. I mean, I've watched other project panners. I know how hard it is. But yeah, I was really hoping to have pan by today, and we're going to keep going with the shadow a little bit longer, I guess. Hopefully there will be pan for next month. I really do hope so, because I'm ready to be done with coral for a little while. I feel like all I've been wearing is coral eyeshadow for a very, very long time now, and I'm ready for a change. And I'm ready to get back to my Pan That palette, for Pete's sake. I'm working on this more than I'm working on my Pan That palette, and that really frustrates me. Rant over. All right, let's take it from the top. First of all, I have my ColourPop lip liner in BFF. This is in this project for Elizabeth with a Z. That's Shiny Happy Pans Elizabeth. And I was able to make a new mark this month. All of my progress marks, when I do have them on this pencil, are ridiculously tiny. But a lot of times I don't have any progress at all. So I'm happy when I can make a new progress mark. That's where we're at now. For Chic Geek, I have my ColourPop lip gloss in Curvy. I'm still not reaching for this that often, although I did put it on today. Yeah, this has not made its way back into my purse. I've changed up my whole purse routine. I'm going through a weird phase. I've been rocking a fanny pack. I don't know if that's cool or not, but it is what it is. I've ditched my purse and I'm using a fanny pack. And in my fanny pack, I only have 2 lip products. Actually, I think I took one of them out. I think I only have 1 lip product in my purse, and it's that Wet n Wild dual-ended pencil that I have in my Graveyard project pan. So that is the only product I'm reaching for after I leave for work in the day. That project will be, either I'll be finishing that project or that project will be over at the latest on Halloween. And then I think I'll get back to one of these. I'm not sure if it's this one or another one or both. But yeah, I haven't really reached for this much. Next is my eyeshadow single in the shade Halo. This is from Looksy Beauty. I have this in this project for Alex, who is Alejandra Lisette. My goal is to just hit pan on it, but still no pan. Next is my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Fool's Gold. I have this in this project for Rebecca Morgan and Jocelyn Claire, because they tend to pan out their non-cruelty-free products out of their makeup collection, and Maybelline is not cruelty-free. I am very proud to say that I used the heck out of this over the past month. I would say somewhere between 5 and 7 times, which is probably 5 to 7 times more than I've used it in the past 6 months. So I'm very happy to have gotten some use out of this. I think I will continue to reach for this for the next month at least. This is a great shade for fall, and I'm getting the fall vibes. I have paired it with this peachy shade from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, that coral shade. Most of the times like I said, I've just been using that coral shade like every day. So whatever I put on my lid is with the coral shade. So mostly I've been wearing this with that coral shade. It works. Like I said, I'm looking for something a little less bold, a little less coral, something a little bit more like muted, pumpkin-y, but I'm trying to pan some stuff. So I've been reaching for this more, and I'm very happy to have gotten some use out of it. There's still like no windows showing that I could tell. I did also use this as an eye base for that NYX pigment that I had in my Labor of Love It project. I've been using it as an eye base for a green shade that I have in my Doodoo Pan, my Battleship project. And I use this as an eye base for a green shade that I have in my Project 10 Uses. So I'm getting back into greens. It's a good time of year for me to appreciate my green eyeshadows, especially the grungier ones. Next is my lip gloss from Lancome in Desert. This is one of their Juicy Tubes. I have this in this project for Linda. My fill line is right there. I don't know why it's so squished up on the sides, but my fill line is right there. I was going pretty hard on this for about a week after my last update, and then I did my 50 Pink Before 50 update, and I was talking about a tinted Burt's Bees lip shimmer that I have in that project, and I switched over to that. Both of these are products I like to put on at nighttime before I go to bed. They really keep my lips hydrated while I sleep. And so I've been using that Burt's Bees one ever since, but yeah, I made a little bit of progress on this, I think. This is the other purse lipstick that I was referring to earlier. This is my NARS Rakugian pencil. I have this in this project for Rebecca S., who is panning and stuff. I didn't make a new mark on my paper. I think I could have, but it would have been so subtle. I did sharpen it, and look at that weird situation going on. It's naked on the side. It's got like a slit in its dress. I don't know how that happened, but this is another purse lippy that was something I was using almost every day, either after I had lunch or on my way home from work, just to have something on my lips. And I've taken it out of my purse. It's back in my bathroom, and I'm not using it nearly as much as I was. But again, that peach lipstick that I have in the Graveyard Project pan has been my priority. And once that's either finished or that project is over, I think this will become my priority once again. A sad little lipstick that has never been a priority is my Maybelline lipstick in Warm Me Up. I have this in this project for Christina Chang, and I just have not made it a priority. There's been a little bit of progress since I rolled it into this project, but not much at all. It stays in my bathroom. I use it occasionally. All right, let's hop on down to my ColourPop and My Little Pony palette. I have two shadows I'm trying to hit pan on in this palette for two different project panners. The first one is this mauvey pink shade called Flutterby, which is in here for Beth from Beth's Makeup Diary. And the second one is this goldeny peachy shade, which is called Blossom, which is in here for Triggy 3. My goal is to hit pan on both of them. I have not hit pan on either. I will continue working on them. For Kena from Kena's Closet, I have my Wet n Wild highlighter in Purple Ashes. I doubt I've touched this at all in the last month. In fact, I'm 99.99% sure I have not touched this. I've been focusing on that other Wet n Wild highlighter along with my Laura Mercier highlight in 01 that I'm desperately trying to finish off this year. And basically those are the only two highlights I've been using. For Shanrell from Shanrell's Stash, I have my ABH and Mario palette. I'm trying to hit pan on this brownie shade here called Isabel. I don't think I used that shadow at all this past month. And similarly for Tori, I have my Nubia's Place, no, not Nubia's Place, my Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. I am trying to hit pan on this shade called Sheba. And again, this is it right here. There's a slight dip starting, but I haven't touched it at all in the past month. I'm just laser beam focused on just a couple of things, and that hasn't been one of them. I would love to get into both of those shadows over the next month or two as we're into fall, because I think they're gorgeous fall colors, but so far I've not touched them at all. It has been peach and coral all day, every day. For Rose, I have my American Beauty blush in Rose Shimmer. I have used this a ton. For a minute, this was the only blush I was panning, and then I brought another blush back into another project because I didn't want this to be my only blush. I mean, I love a bold pink shimmery blush, but there are just some looks and some days and some outfits I wear where this just doesn't work for it. And I would ideally like something very matte and peachy or mauve. And so I've brought in a matte mauve blush to work on in addition to this. So right now I only have two blushes I'm focusing in on, which is good. It works for me. My goal is to hit pan on this blush. It's probably going to take a couple of decades to get there, but I can definitely tell that the rose has worn away a bit throughout the course of this project. I'm getting there. It's a pretty blush. I just don't always want to wear it every single day, and it was kind of driving me nuts. I would love to get a peachy blush in a project soon. Although I do wear a peach cream blush under whatever blush I'm wearing, so no matter what, my blush always turns out a little bit peach. For Tanya, who is Irreverent Beauty, I have my Marc Jacobs lip gloss stick in Wet Your Lips. This is another purse lippy situation. This was doing pretty good as long as it was in my purse, but I had taken it out and it hasn't made its way back in, and therefore it's not really getting used very much. For Metropolitan Creole, I have my very bold Fenty Mademoiselle lipstick in Candy Venom. My goal is to use this lipstick 20 times, and I am still at 8 uses. I might have been at 8 uses at last month's update as well. I don't really remember using that lipstick at all in the past month. It's gorgeous. I love it. I just haven't reached for it as much. And same thing for my eyeshadow, my Stila eyeshadow pot in Amber. This is in this project for Jessica, who is also Lena. And I am trying to use this 30 times and I'm still only at 2. I didn't touch this at all in the past month. I love this color so very much, but like I said, laser beam focused. No room for playing around, even with other shadows that are in my project pans already. Next is another highlighter. This is my Wet n Wild highlighter in Blossom Glow. As soon as I finish my Laura Mercier highlight in 01, it's going to be go time for this guy, but I really haven't been reaching for it. I just feel like they're so similar. They're not the same, but I feel like they're similar enough that I have to go with the Laura Mercier one over this one when I'm going for just kind of a neutral highlight. I can't mess around with anything. I gotta finish that Laura Mercier highlight. It's what I'm wearing today. I love it, but I gotta finish it. We're almost done with the products that are rolling over. Next for Verity, who is Red Dirt and Stardust, I have my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, and the shade that I went with is the shade down here called Acoustic, right? Yes, right? Yes. I'm trying to hit pan on it. No pan, obviously, but I have used it a ton. I'm really only using it as an inner corner highlight. I'm wearing it today, but I like it very much. It's a great shadow. I'd like to use it as an all over lid shade, but that hasn't happened yet, but it makes a beautiful inner corner highlight and I'm really enjoying it. And finally for Taru, who is cruelty-free panner, I have my Max Factor liquid lipstick in 84. It is this grungy, plummy shade, plummy brown. And my goal is to use this until one of these products are finished. You know, of course, these liquid lipsticks come with these clear balms. That's how much I have left of that balm. If I had to guess, I would say this is going to run out first, but whichever one, whatever finishes first, that's when my goal is met for this project. I have not touched this at all. It has not been nearly cool enough yet for me to even think about a shade like that. It's coming though. We've had cooler weather. We're in the 70s now. Last week we were like in the high 90s and we're in the 70s this week. So I might start wanting to wear this in the next month, but so far I haven't touched it. Okay, it is time to roll in a new product for a new project panner. I got a comment after my empties video last month from my girl FTC MUA. If you check my comment section, you will almost always see a comment from her in my comment section, and she comes up with a lot of great ideas, whether it's on how to use makeup. She is a makeup artist, but also just great ideas in general. And she had the idea that for this month, I should roll in Kat, who is Snitch, from Beauty News, into this project, and that way I could roll in my Safari Rain palette from Colored Rain, which I just bought, I just hauled within the last month because Kat is the person who inspired me to buy this product, and I decided that that is what I want to do. I thought that was a really good idea. So yes, Kat from Snitch raved about this product, and I bought it completely because of her recommendation. And normally for this project, every single person that I've ever talked about, every project panner, I feel like I know on some level. Like we've had some interaction either on Instagram or on here on YouTube. They're subscribed to me. I'm subscribed to them. I feel like we're friends in the most basic sense of friendship at the very least. And some of these people I really consider like real friends. Like Elizabeth, who is Shiny Happy Pans, is a real friend. Jessica Lee is a real friend. Amanda D is a real friend. A lot of these people are like real friends of mine, but at the very least, I'm subscribed to them. And as far as I know, they're subscribed to me, and we comment on each other's videos. Kat is not a person that's in my like friend circle. I don't think she knows me at all. I would be shocked if she's ever heard of me. I'm not nearly big enough to catch her attention, and that's okay. I'm not saying she should know me. I'm just pointing out that Kat is the first person I've ever picked in this project that I don't have like any relationship with, other than I watch a lot of her videos, and for some reason I feel compelled to buy a lot of the products that she recommends for some reason. So here is the Safari Rain palette right here. And the goal that I've set for this product is, I forget what it's called. It has a name. I will put it on the screen somewhere, but basically a look for every shadow, one of those goals. So since there are 9 shadows in this palette, I would like to do 9 looks with this palette, featuring, at least attempting to feature each shadow, at least one shadow in every look. So my goal is to use, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but my goal is to use all of these shadows one time and to do 9 looks with this palette. Does that make sense? It has a name. I can't think of what it is, but that is going to be my goal for this palette. I think it's a great time of year to work on this, although I could see this being a year-round palette. It's beautiful, but yeah, it's fall. I'm ready. So that is my goal, and that is the person I'm bringing this in for, and I'm excited. All right, it is time to talk about my 3 focus products for the month. Let me decide what they're going to be, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with my 3 focus products. Let me show you what they are. I'm going to bring this back as a focus product. I do think regardless, I'm going to have pan on this by next month, but I could also see myself just ignoring it for the next month as I get into these kind of grungier fall looks. And I need to keep going with this for a little bit longer. I do feel like I am very, very, very close to hitting pan. And so I just need to just remind myself that I need to just do it. I just need to keep going with this. I've already sacrificed an entire month of the year to this palette, and I just need to finish the job and not walk away. So this is my first focus product. My second focus product is going to be the Safari Rain palette. I would love to get as many uses of the 9 during this next month as we're walking into fall. And I just want to give myself a reason to use and enjoy this palette in a relatively timely fashion. So focus product number 2. And then of course, focus product number 3 is going to be my color tattoo from Maybelline in Fool's Gold. I've been saying that come fall, I am going to work on this, and it is fall. Well, it's not officially fall yet, but fall is coming. We're in September. Fall is going to be here in like 11 days. And yeah, I'm going to focus in on this for the next month and see how often I can use it and how much progress I could make. It would be amazing to get to a point where there is a window poking through on this packaging. I don't know if that's possible or not, but we're going to focus. So that is it for this update, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.